Today we're showing you how to sanitize your RV water system the right way, so your first trip doesn't start with regret.
2 days, 2 dogs, 1 rig, let's go. Running on coffee and kibble.
Alright, today we're doing one of those things nobody wants to do or wants to talk about, but everyone should definitely be doing it. Recommended at least once a year. We do it when we de-winterize. It's just easier for us at the same time to do the sanitizing of the system. If you're full-time, if you're out there, you can do it whenever you want. If you're seasonal or weekenders, you can do it whenever you want too. But we find the de-winterizing process is the easiest. So every RV can be a little bit different in what's required. Make sure to always consult your operator's manual for these guidance. And these procedures, though, that we're going to talk about are pretty typical on most RVs. First, you're going to prep your system. You're going to open your freshwater drain. It's not perfect. There's probably going to be a little bit of leftover water from your winterizing process at the end of the season. So there's going to be a little bit left over. Drain that water out, get it out. The next thing you're going to do is go through any hose connection and clean the hose screens. Those are little filters and they get pretty rusty. You don't want that getting into your system, or they can capture dirt or particles from the garden hose. Make sure those are clean. You can use a little bit of soap and water, or you can just replace them. They're relatively cheap and easy to replace. There's going to be 3 parts of your lines that aren't going to be sanitized throughout this process. And the first one is going to be your fresh water pipe, and that is going to be from your fill up to your water pump. Everything past your water pump will be sanitized. Everything before that will not be. So you want to flush that out in case there's anything hanging in there. The next is going to be your city water connection, and that's going to be the same thing. Anything for that is going to not be sanitized during this process, so you want to flush out that one. The next is going to be your winterizing hose underneath your where your water pump is, and that's probably going to have some residual antifreeze left in it from the process at the end of the year. Also not required, but a good idea to check it is your black tank flush port. That's going to go right into the tank anyway, so it doesn't matter if there is stuff in there, but we find that this is a really good time to check, especially when it comes to your check valve. When we first started last year, our check valve was cracked, and we went to flush the black tank the first time, and water flooded all over the bathroom. So poor time to find out that the check valve wasn't working in the black tank. First thing you're going to do is bypass any water filter systems, and this is water that's going to go into the system or potentially get bleach in it. Make sure you're bypassing those. You do not want to get bleach into any of those systems. Confirm your water is still in bypass mode, or put it in bypass mode if it came off. You do not want to get bleach into your system. In your water heater, heaters are made of metal. Bleach can be very corrosive. You don't want those to get damaged. And you're going to fill up your fresh water tank. Go faucet by faucet, cold, then hot side. You're going to run it till clear. Your sinks, your showers, your toilet, your outdoor showers, and don't forget your low point drains. We start closest to the water pump, which happens to be our kitchen faucet. I don't know if there's an actual procedure where to start, but if you know of one or have any suggestions, drop it in a comment below. Hey, if this video is leaving you feeling clean and sanitized, hit that subscribe button and come weekend with us. After you get the antifreeze cleared out of the system, you're going to mix your bleach solution. So we like to keep it simple and break it down. A 1/4 cup of bleach per 15 gallons also equates to 2 ounces per 15 gallons. So 30 gallons, half a cup, 60-gallon tank, 1 cup. We round up. It's not a big deal. Our tank is 48 gallons, so we use 50. We put just under a cup, about 3/4 of a cup, somewhere around there. No scented stuff. You're not taking your trailer to a spa day. Make sure there's no scents. Everything is descented and just straight bleach. Next, you're going to dilute the bleach in a little bit of water. We use about a 2-gallon bucket of bleach and water solution, and you're going to dump that into your fresh water tank. And then you're going to fill the rest of the fresh water tank with water to almost filled. You're going to pour the bleach solution into your fresh water tank, then you're going to fill it the rest of the way. You're going to fill it almost till it's full, not overflowing. We're just cleaning the system. You're not cleaning the side of the RV. Third part is you're going to pump it through your entire plumbing system. So you're going to turn on your water pump after your fresh water tank is filled and run the water until you smell bleach. Hot, then cold, hot, then cold. Once again, we start closest to the tank and work your way out. Kitchen sink, bathroom sink, shower, outside shower, low point drains. And you'll know when the bleach hits, trust me. And now we wait. You let it sit, minimum of 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. Overnight is much better. Let it sit there, go grab a coffee, maybe 6 cups of coffee, and go maybe take a nap. While it's sitting in there, this is your moment to check for leaks. Make sure nothing got broken, there's nothing leaking, there's no connections that broke, or there's no pipes that burst. All right, so we're gonna come back next day. We let it sit overnight, and we're gonna drain it out. Anything that's residual in the freshwater tank. Once that's done, we're gonna fill the freshwater tank up, and we're gonna do the same thing, except now we're gonna flush out the bleach. Cold, then hot, cold, then hot. For each thing, you're gonna fill the system back up with fresh water. Probably run it. You'll probably need to flush it twice. Run it through again. Keep flushing it until it's bleach free. You don't really want to be drinking pool water in your RV. Once that bleach solution has been flushed out of the system, the last thing we do is we bring the system back online. Put it into normal operating mode. We hook up the city water. Recommended use a filter on your city water for this. Also use your pressure regulator. And the next thing you're going to do is turn on your water heater back onto normal operating mode. And you're also going to flush it out with the flushing wand. If you're going to descale your water, leave it in bypass mode. Go see our descaling video. We'll link it up top. Once your water heater is ready to go and you have your city water connected, run water through your entire system. Same thing. Cold, then hot, cold, then hot. Each faucet. Always check for leaks or damage or anything wrong with the plumbing system. This time, don't forget to use put it in the toilet now that you have fresh water. You don't want to put any bleach solution in the toilet either. And also don't forget your low point drains. Once everything's flushed through with water, once you run it through with city water, you're good to go. Finally, we're all done. The last thing you want to do with the plumbing, though, is empty your gray and black tanks. Fresh start means everything. When you get your black tank emptied, make sure to fill it with a couple more gallons and put in your tank treat.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on!
All right, that's how we sanitize our RV water system so you're not drinking anything sketchy this season. If this helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more real weekend RV life, and we'll catch you next time.